Hi guys, this is your master teacher Surabhi. How are you all doing today? So guys, welcome to another session of Mineral and Power Resources. Sabka welcome hai. Hi everyone. So let's see how many of you are here for this chapter. Hi Mansi, hi Sumit, hi Bhuvesh, hi Banana Boy and Avocado. Guys, what are these names? Huh? Hi Amit, hi Sumit, hi Deepa. Hello to you. Hi Bhuvesh, hi Shalini. Long time no see. Hi guys. Yes, of course, Saim. I remember you. So guys, for this Sunday, I am doing something very special for all of you. Something that's coming right from my heart to all of you. So do watch that. I'll tell you what it's about. Do watch that. Good afternoon, Ishmita. राइट सो गाइस वेलकम टू टुडेस क्लास। आज हम लोग करने वाले हैं कंटिन्यू चैप्टर मिनरल एंड पावर रिसोर्सेज, जिसमें हमने मिनरल रिसोर्सेज लास्ट क्लास किया था एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डू पावर रिसोर्सेज। नाउ गाइस ये वाला ऐसा चैप्टर है दैट अ लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स फाइंड इट वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट, है ना। दे आर लाइक कि मैम either they are not able to understand the concept or they find it difficult to learn. So what I'm going to do is so I'll tell you something. इस chapter में there are certain things जो conceptual level पे you have to understand. You have to understand the logic behind it. So minerals में the first part of the chapter was a little bit like that, but the second part, where are the minerals found, is a little bit tough, is something that you will have to, rectify. But how can you rectify in an easier way? I will be telling you that soon, maybe on my Instagram channel, but I will do that. Right? Second is power resources. Now guys, ये वाला जो part of the chapter है, it is purely conceptual part of the chapter where you will have to understand the concept. If you understand the concept, तो भैया आराम से आपके 100 में से 100 लाने से कोई आपको नहीं रोक सकता, राइट? मैं भी नहीं रोक सकती, कोशिश भी करूंगी, नहीं रोक सकती, ठीक है? It's like you need to just understand the basic logic of it. So what I'm going to do today, make the chapter fun, make sure that you understand the logic. So I want you to stop writing, when I'm like trying to teach, don't go crazy and start menti. Try to understand the chapter. ये chapter बहुत ज़्यादा important chapter है guys. It does not matter. इस chapter से questions आते ही आते हैं exam में, and they are very 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 important chapter. Not just for your 8th standard, for your 9th standard also. 9th standard also has the same chapter, has the same concept. So if your concept is clear right now, 9th standard also you will easily pass and no one can stop you. है ना? Alright. Thank you Ishita for saying that. Hi Rajesh. Sumit, you've changed your name. Great. Hi Akshara. आ गए मेंटी वाले. Great. Alright. Good afternoon. Thank you Shaurya. Every morning I wake up and I find Shaurya's message on my Instagram saying Charan Sparsh. Like no matter what day it is, he will always do that. So great. Hi Arja, new student Ramya. Well, you know what guys, if you are a new student, what do you have to do? You have to subscribe to the channel right now. So guys, and of course guys, thumbs up दे दो, है ना? थोड़ा motivate हमें भी कर दो. यहाँ पर हम लोग आपको educate करने आए हैं. So give me a thumbs up, show your attendance, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. And end of the session में अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा कि आपके दोस्तों को भी help करेगा, तो share भी कर लेना, right? Hi Meenakshi, pro player of Free Fire. Wow, Jatan, I'm also a platinum player of Free Fire. Alright, hi Sukriti, good afternoon. Good afternoon guys, welcome. Shaurya, why are you absent in many classes? Mansi, that's so sweet. Hi Mandeep. Right, new student. Okay, good afternoon. Hi guys. Stephen, hello Ajit. Okay, now guys, before we start, there's something very frankly I wanted to talk to you about, and that is lately I've been seeing a lot of unsubscriptions on my videos. ठीक है, तो या तो हो सकता है कि मैं अच्छा नहीं पढ़ा रही, तो आप बता दो कि मैम बहुत बेकार पढ़ा रहे हो, मैं अनसब्सक्राइब करने का मन कर रहा है, वी आर नॉट लाइकिंग यू, वी आर नॉट लाइकिंग योर वीडियो, तो आई विल मे बी रिमूव माई फेस फ्रॉम यूट्यूब. और इज इट that you want something else from me in terms of fuller videos, like the content that we do, 5 movies that you should watch, or anything that we do, something that you are not liking, whatever it is, I would like it if you frankly tell me in the comment section, है ना? कि like why is it that you are pressing on the unsubscribe button? Because even we feel as teachers, we also feel a little demotivated when that happens. So you can tell me right now itself in the chat box if you guys are liking, if there's something else you would like us to do, and of course guys, don't do that. It's a very unhealthy practice when you kind of press that just for the sake of it. So I wanted to know. You're a diamond player, great, thank you Akshara. So Ishmita, you can, guys, of course there's no forcing, you can always go. So I always say that and that is my way of thinking. If you can always tell us how as Young Wonders as a channel we can do better for you. Matlab, put it in the comment section and we read all your comments. है ना? Ma'am, it's harder to remember all the places. Topper, I know. I will be taking out a video for that. Thank you, Shaurya. Achha, you've subscribed. Great. Right. Thank you, Ishita. Okay. So guys, बस इतना ही बोलना था कि अगर कुछ भी है, you can always put it in the comment section. And sometimes I'm not able to read the chat, so comment section अच्छा area है where you can tell us what we can do, what kind of content would you like, what would help in your exams, or just for fun, anything that you're thinking, put it there and we will read it. है ना? All right? Yes? Thank you, Shavya. Thank you, Mansi. All right. Bunty, your name is so difficult to read. How can I read your name? All right. So let us begin. Yes. Homework superstar भी आएगा. But उससे पहले भैया weekly schedule देख लेते हैं. तो guys, mineral and power resources का week है where we will be completing this chapter. Guys, remember, for this time, please come for tomorrow or for 28th July's boomerang for this chapter. क्योंकि ये वाला chapter, as I said, very important, and the questions that I am going to do are going to be purely conceptual questions. मतलब ऐसे questions जो दिमाग को हिला देगा, it's gonna twist your mind. Some of the questions that are in the NCERT, but very, very important to understand those questions. Once you understand these questions, as I told you, 100 out of 100 exam में आएंगे इस chapter में. ठीक है? So please come for this session of boomerang. मैं कभी ऐसे नहीं बोलती, but ये वाले session में तो पक्का आ जाना. ठीक है? Apart from that, we are going to go back to your history. We are going to understand how British rule impacted the tribals. Very, very interesting chapter, guys. So be there for that. And finally, and guys, time देख रहे हो आप 4 PM कर दिया है. People who had a problem with 11 AM session, I've converted it into 4 PM just for all of you. This shows that I am reading all your comments very, very carefully. Right? उसके अलावा guys, Sunday को 3 बजे एक standalone आ रहा है, which is very, very close to my heart, and that is things I wish my students knew. So these are all the things that I, kind of wish that all of you knew about me, and just stuff that I think about you. तो guys, ये वाला session तो जरूर आप देख लेना. ठीक है? मैं बड़ी हो गई, छोटी हो रही हूँ. So can we start? Make a video on mind map. Yes, I will be making a video on mind. So guys, I actually have this idea that I will be making a video on how to make notes a poor student's guide. Because here's the thing, when I was a student, I didn't have fancy stationery. I did not have post-it notes. All of these things were not allowed in my house. Not allowed मतलब मम्मी पापा बोल देते थे कि बेटा पेन और पेपर है, इससे नोट्स बनाओ. तो I feel like I'm sure a lot of you guys also come from families like that where parents would probably not give you 1,000 rupees of stationery, right? So how can you easily make notes, mind maps? इन सब पे मैं proper video बनाऊंगी. I'm just waiting कि midterm exams थोड़े पास हो, उस टाइम पे मैं बनाऊं. Yeah? Thank you, Ishmita. Thank you, Avinash. All right. So if you like this idea of making notes for a poor student, just like when I was a student, I was like really poor. So if you are someone like that who wants that, do let me know and we will do that. And of course, guys, maps, मुझे पता है problem है. Map plotting पे एक बच्चा है जो हर वीडियो पे ऐसे comment लिखता है. I'm forgetting his name. हर वीडियो पे इसका comment आता है, मैम map plotting पे please एक वीडियो बनाओ. तो that video also I will bring. Give me a little tiny bit of more time. All right? Okay. Guys, no body. I wish I was BTS Army, but I mean the latest song that I heard was Abhi I heard that song, the latest one, but I didn't understand, but it was fun to hear. Anyways, so fill in the blanks. सबसे पहले आपका 2 questions थे. एक of course homework question था, and second was special effort question जिसमें मैंने बोला था कि Antarctica में कुछ minerals हैं, but those are the minerals we know कि they are there. We do not know the exact quantity. We do not know हम उसे extract कैसे करें, how to extract it, what kind of resources are they. ये आपका extra effort question था, and a lot of you gave me the correct answer, potential resource. So that means when I saw this answer, I was like, मैं कुछ तो सही कर रही हूँ. You know, बच्चों को समझ आ रहा है मैं जो पढ़ा रही हूँ. So that made me very, 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 very happy. Permission to dance? Okay, Vaishnavi, you can dance when your name comes on the superstar board. Alright, so let's start. Metallic minerals are classified into, yes, ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous वो होता है जिसमें you have iron. Non-ferrous is one which does not have iron. Gold and silver are non-ferrous minerals. Minerals can be extracted by three ways: mining, drilling or quarrying. ठीक है, इन तीनों का what is the difference I have already explained in the last class, in the last session, in the last video. If you have not watched it, watch it. है ना? या तो don't watch it, it's okay, whatever you want to do. And the fourth is deep bores dug to reach mineral deposits. Bores मतलब ऐसे tiny जो you know, the bore, the tiny well kind of a structure that is dug under the earth is called shafts. A lot of you also said drilling, which is also not a wrong answer. Okay, this is also a correct answer. All right. Sivarani, I'm sure Monday your name will come. Now, before I tell you who is the homework superstar, guys, one very, very interesting news for you. People who want to, or you know, who are aspiring to go for Olympiad, बिल्कुल ही amazing news है उन लोगों के लिए, क्योंकि वेदांतु में एक बिल्कुल free you can apply for this exam called Vedantu Olympiad Litmus Test Bold for classes 5th standard to 12th standard. पूरा मुफ्त है, absolutely free. So guys, 14th August को 3 o'clock you have this test. Register yourself. And if you register yourself और आप select हो जाते हो, not only will you be taught by amazing teachers, master teachers who have qualified Olympiad, आपको test and assignments मिलेंगे, proper results analysis मिलेंगे, but you will get a reward, Amazon vouchers up to 17,500 rupees. I mean, I wish I was a student, but guys, पूरा free है, तो please register कर लो, देख लो. When I was a kid, I wanted to be do Olympiads, but I always thought I didn't have guidance. So this is your chance of having that guidance, and again, guys, it's free. You're getting money, Amazon vouchers, if you apply and get selected. है ना? तो जल्दी से please आप register कर लीजिए. Registration link आपके सामने है. Please copy it. Register yourself. Do the exam. See, maybe you might pass, and you will get amazing guidance. है ना? Ma'am. Alright, now people who have done extra effort question are Dhanshri, Yash, MP, Tari and Chaitanya. Guys, बहुत लोगों ने किया था, but as I said, random names. Top 5 students are Pratishtha, Suhani, Charvi, Danya and Sakshi. And random 5 students that I selected were Bhavya, Adya, Yash, Sanvi and Adriti. So good job, all of you who are on the homework leaderboard. Guys, इन लोगों की तरह बनो, homework every day करो. Your name, if you do it every day, if you come to every session, do all your homework. Not only will you understand the chapter, है ना, which is more important, I will also feel good कि हाँ, I'm doing a good job. All my students are loving my sessions, but also your name could come here. Alright. Now, people who are asking me my Instagram ID before आज का chapter शुरू करें, guys, quickly, this is my Instagram ID, surabhi.vedantu. आ जाओ, follow कर लो, you can talk to me there. Now guys, sometimes I get very weird comments saying, ma'am, please explain this entire chapter. Maybe I will not reply to that kind of a comment, but anything you want to talk to me about, you can send it there. And whenever I get time, I will reply. Apart from that, मेरा aim है, I'm just not getting time to put in academic stuff also on Instagram. So you can come there. For all for 6th standard, 7th standard and 8th standard students, you guys can follow me there. है ना? अच्छा, प्रत्याक्षा ऐसा है क्या? I didn't see it. Sivarani, maybe next time. Alright. So guys, before we start, let us begin with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thought by Oprah. And that is, the greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his or her attitude. है ना? हम लोग अपना फ्यूचर चेंज कर सकते हैं by just changing our attitude. If you are always negative, if you always think कि भैया we will not be able to do this, we will never be able to learn all the places where minerals are found, then you will never be able to do it anyways. है ना? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy when we say we are a failure, you will become a failure. It's about what your attitude is, how you look at the chapter. That is what is going to determine your future. Say, great. Alright, now let us quickly begin. Good afternoon, Anshu. So let's quickly begin. So guys, as I told you, last class हमने किया था what are minerals, what are the types of minerals, how minerals are distributed, what are the uses of minerals, and finally, why should we conserve the minerals? This is something that we've done in the last class. Today we are going to start with the chapter Power Resources. Now guys, पहले भी बोला बहुत important chapter है. So put your concentration caps on and totally focus. ठीक है? Alright. So power resources. Now guys, we are able to do this class because of power, because of electricity. Power resources is very important. जब से हम सुबह उठते हैं from our laptop to warming, hot water on your gas stove, cooking, geyser to get hot water to take a bath. In all of these things, what do you use? You use power, right? So it becomes a very important resource. All right. Now, we also need power for industry, obviously, agriculture, transport, communication and defense. तो भैया ये तो बहुत, it gives a lot of utility to human beings. It is a very important resource. We can divide power resources into two parts. I hope all of you are listening. All of your ears are open. Yes, not all, दो ही ears है, but दोनों खुले हैं. All of you. Okay. Power resources are of two types. Let me change the color of my pen. Let's make it, what do you want it? Let's make it blue. Okay. One होता है conventional resource and the other is non-conventional resource. Now guys, conventional resources का मतलब है traditional resource. है ना? Conventional मतलब something that is a convention that has been taking place since टाइम इमेमोरियल, बहुत टाइम से जो चलता आ रहा है उसको we say conventional. So conventional sources मतलब where are we getting it from? What is our source of power? So traditional sources of power which we've been using for a very long time are conventional sources. Most of these conventional sources of power are exhaustible. Exhaustible matlab once we use it, it gets over. They are exhaustible. Most of them, not all of them, right? So the first kind of conventional resource that we are going to look at is firewood. Now guys, firewood as our power resource है. Power resource, why? Because it is a source by which we are getting power, है ना? So firewood is usually used in rural areas. Right? So you must have seen in movies, I don't know if you live in an area where your mother is still using firewood for cooking or heating. है ना? So that is 50% of energy from villagers used by villagers come from firewood. ठीक है? But problem क्या है firewood की? We will see. Second kind of conventional resource is fossil fuel. Now guys, what is a fossil? Right? So fossil are remains of plants. जो भी plants and animals हैं, after they die, they get buried deep under the earth for millions of years under heat and pressure. The remains of plants and animals get converted into fossil fuels. Now guys, it takes millions of years. Okay, it's one of the most, I think it's one of the most beautiful miracles of nature. But anyways, dead plants and animals get buried deep under the earth. Under heat and pressure, over millions of years, it gets converted into what? I don't know, ma'am. I will tell you, fossil fuels. है ना? Fossil fuel के 3 examples are very important. Coal, petroleum, natural gas. All right. Okay. Now, problem with both fossil fuels and firewood is that the rate at which they are being consumed is far greater than the rate of their formation. They are being formed, it takes millions of years to actually produce or to make fossil fuel, but we are consuming them at a much higher rate. तो क्या होगा? खत्म हो जाएंगे. It's not like when we put petrol in the car, we are getting back petrol from God. है ना? Once we use petrol, it's over. Once we use natural gas, it's over. And we are using it at a very high rate. So that is one problem that we are facing. है ना? So let's look at what are the 3 kinds of fossil fuels. The first kind of fossil fuel is coal. Coal के बारे में all of you know. right? It is the most abundantly found fossil fuel in the world today. Coal is actually one of the most abundantly used fossil fuel also in the world. It is used for your, if you're using steam engines, although हम कम use कर रहे हैं आजकल, iron and steel industry, all kinds of industries, you have coal being used. We also get most of the electricity in India is being powered by coal. The electricity that is produced by coal is called thermal power. Very, very important. Abhi mere saath learn it. Electricity that is being produced by coal is called thermal power. Now, how is coal produced? By fossils, right? As I told you, dead plants and animals under the earth produce all kinds of fossil fuels. But coal in particular, when giant ferns, ये होता है guys fern plant, जिसमें non-flowering plants को, the plants that do not flower are called ferns. So when giant ferns and worms got buried under layers of earth, under heat and pressure, they formed coal. Coal is also called as buried sunshine. Why? Because it is a source of power. It is as important as sunshine and it was buried under the earth. Very smart whoever made this phrase. So coal is referred to as buried sunshine. Leading coal producers of the world were China, USA, Germany, South Africa, France and Russia. India में, very important, India में रानीगंज, झरिया, धनबाद and Bokaro in Jharkhand. So Jharkhand is a major coal producing state. ठीक है? Alright. Second, carbonization. अच्छा Bunty, I didn't know that. Second is petroleum. Now guys, petroleum is a thick black liquid. You will say, no ma'am, we put petrol in the car. It is yellow in color like cooking oil. Yes. But guys, there is a huge difference between petroleum and petrol. Petroleum is black in color, which we get directly, which we get from under the earth. Yes, from that petroleum, we get petroleum products like your plastic, petrol, kerosene, diesel, lubricants, wax. All of this comes out of that black sticky liquid called petroleum. Okay? So before we go further into what petroleum is, the word petroleum hai, it comes from two Latin words. Petro, which means rock, oleum, which means oil. Petroleum is called rock oil. That's what it means, rock oil, right? Now it is found in layers of rocks drilled from oil fields located in both offshore and coastal areas. Offshore, matlab shore ke dur, usually near the sea, under the ocean bed, you will find deposits of petroleum. It is called black gold. Two reasons. One is, of course, it's not called yellow gold or blue gold because it is black in color, but it is called black gold because petroleum is very, very, very important. We get so many petroleum products, right? And it is as valuable as gold to us. Alright? Now, chief petroleum producing countries are Iran. Now guys, ये तो आसान है. आपको पता है कि petrol, whenever we think of petrol, there are certain countries that comes to our mind. Right? Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, USA, Venezuela. These are the countries that are chief petroleum producing countries. In India, we have Assam, big boy. Mumbai mein Bombay hai, where I'm not sure if you watch the news, but a lot of Reliance companies kind of extract petroleum from that area. And then you have deltas of Krishna and Godavari river. ठीक है? Simple. Learner cat, बच्चा, petrol is, so what happens is, so you have all of these rocks, right? यहाँ पर drilling होती है, यहाँ पर petroleum है, ठीक है? That is purely black in color. Once you take out petroleum, when you start refining it, that is when you get, so your first level, second level, first level mein you will get a little wax, second level mein, third level mein you will get a little plastic. You keep refining it and at the last stage, you will get petrol. That's why petrol is so expensive because it takes a lot of refining to extract that petrol from petroleum. Alright? Okay, yes, petroleum is an exhaustible resource. Yes. Alright, now third is natural gas. Now guys, I told you that you find petrol under layers of rocks, right? यहाँ पर drilling करनी होती है. So when you are drilling and getting out petroleum, not petrol, sorry, when you are drilling out petroleum, the layer out, on top of petroleum is called natural gas. मतलब, so under the heat and pressure, this petroleum sometimes turns into a vapor form. है ना? That vapor form, when you're drilling petroleum, that gas also is released. That gas is called natural gas. That gas is also a source of power to us. समझ गए? समझ गए? Yes? Right. It is released when crude oil or petroleum is brought to the surface. Today, natural gas is used as domestic and industrial fuel. Major producers जहाँ पर oil होगा, petroleum होगा, वहाँ पर you will find natural gas also. So Russia, Norway, UK, Netherlands. In India, we can find natural gas in Jaisalmer, Krishna Godavari Delta, Tripura, and offshore in Mumbai. Alright? Okay. Now, causes for concern for all conventional resources are one thing that I've told you. One, it takes millions of years for these fossil fuels to get formed, है ना? But we are using them, we are consuming them at an alarming rate. फिर क्या होगा? If we keep on consuming them, they will get over. What will happen to the future generation? They will have to walk. Right? I mean, there will be a huge problem, right? Apart from that, all of these resources that we just talked about causes a lot of pollution. Toxic pollutants are released in the air once you burn them. That is again creating a huge climate change issue. है ना? तो दो problems आपको समझ आ गया. Now, next conventional source of power is hydel power. Why is it conventional? Because it is being used, for a very long time, right? It's traditional source of power, but it is not exhaustible. ठीक है? ये एक exception है conventional sources of power में. It is not exhaustible. ठीक है? So let's understand what is hydel power. Now guys, you have a river. ठीक है? You create a dam here. What will happen? It's an obstruction in the river. The river का water will start getting accumulated behind the dam. भरने लगेगा dam के पीछे, है ना, पानी. फिर what happens is they open the dam. ठीक है? For like once in let's say 2 weeks, they will open the dam when the water level is high. Once the dam is opened, this water will rush downwards. And नीचे they will have certain turbines. ऐसे like a wheel, they will have certain turbines. ठीक है? This is a turbine. They will have certain turbines. Now with the mechanical force, with this extreme fast movement of the water, the turbine will start moving and the mechanical energy will get converted. This mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Ma'am, कैसे conversion होता है? ये कौन सा law है? This you must be doing it in science, right? Ask Mohan sir. So anyways, this mechanical energy gets converted into electrical energy, right? This is called hydroelectricity. समझ गए? Easy? Yes? Alright, so the water falling flows through pipes, moves the turbine. I'm not sure if you've been to the science museum, but जो दिल्ली में science museum है ना, उसमें you have a cycle. If you kind of ride the cycle, your mechanical, आपके सामने ही bulb जल जाता है. The bulb kind of lightens up. So in front of you, you can see how your mechanical energy gets converted into electrical energy. Right? Energy can never be invented or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one type to another. ऐसा कुछ science में पढ़ते हैं ना? Again, ask your Mohan sir. Alright. So 1/4 of the world's electricity is produced by hydel power. Now my extra effort question to you is, which was the first country to produce hydel power? ठीक है? Extra effort question है. So tell me once you find out. Major producers of hydel power are Paraguay, Norway, Brazil and China. Important hydel power stations in India: Bhakra Nangal, Gandhi Sagar, Nagarjuna Sagar and Damodar Valley projects. ठीक है? ये सब projects हैं जहाँ पर hydel power मिलता है, बनता है, मिलता नहीं है. Of course you have dams and right. Next. Okay, Bunty, you're telling me the answer. Tell it in the comment section. Don't let people cheat. Now the other kind of source of energy is non-conventional. Relatively newer sources of power, right, as compared to conventional, and most of them are renewable or not exhaustible. Most of them, not all. ठीक है? So शुरू करें. मैम 6th को कौन सा सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाते हो? I'll tell you soon. Right? Yes, the session is live, Ronit. Wow. Okay. Now, because as I told you, fossil fuels are limited, but we are consuming it at a very fast rate. That is a problem, है ना? That is why we have invented or we have taken out new sources of power, which are called non-conventional sources. Most of these sources are renewable. What are renewable? हमने first chapter में किया था, है ना? That can be renewed. Once we use it, they do not get exhausted. खत्म नहीं हो जाता एक बार यूज करने से. For example, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy. ठीक है? So let us start with solar energy. What is solar energy? Sun is giving us sunlight. है ना? It gives us heat. So we absorb, we take all of that energy in solar panels, solar cells. वो energy convert होता है into electrical energy that is used for heating and lighting purposes. A lot of houses today have solar geysers. Or you must have heard of solar cookers, right? All of those utilize the solar energy, convert it into electricity, and they use it at home. Traffic signals also, a lot of traffic signals today also are solar signals. Yes? Next is wind energy. Now guys, wind energy bhi works on the same mechanism of converting mechanical energy, kinetic, फिर mechanical, फिर electrical energy. समझ नहीं आ रहा, साइंस पे अच्छी तरह नहीं पढ़ा, तो बस इतना समझ जाओ, यू जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस मच दैट द स्ट्रॉन्ग हाई स्पीड ऑफ विंड्स रोटेट्स द विंडमिल. दिस रोटेशन ऑफ द विंडमिल इज एनर्जी, है ना? दिस इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. ठीक है, एक जनरेटर होता है दैट कन्वर्ट्स इट इनटू इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. Of course, windmills can only be established in areas where you have very heavy winds. So, Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, UK, USA and Spain are where you will find your wind farms. Simple? Yes. Alright. Next is nuclear power. Now guys, ये वाला जो part है ना, you will study again in a lot of detail in your 9th standard and 10th standard in your science. ठीक है? But अभी के लिए understand this. Nuclear power, which a lot of people are really scared to think about, is formed through radioactive elements. Radioactive elements क्या होते हैं भैया? Radioactive elements are unstable elements. जैसे for example, when me and my brother fight, he's like, he always says that कि सुरभि ज़्यादा radioactive होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So in a way he's saying don't be so unstable. So anyways, whoever are unstable, in nature, everyone wants stability. You also want stability in life, है ना? No one wants to be unstable. So these radioactive, naturally occurring radioactive metals like uranium and thorium, ऐसे metals होते, ऐसे elements, not metals, ऐसे elements होते हैं who wants to gain stability. है ना? Unstable है वो, naturally they are very unstable. Now to attain that stability, these elements start breaking down into different parts. The atom starts breaking down into different parts, जिसको हम nuclear fission बोलते हैं. We call it nuclear fission. Now, under certain special circumstances, and in a nuclear reactor, they are put under more and more pressure. How they are put under more and more pressure, you will do it in your science chapters, right? So they are put under more and more pressure so that they multiply or they keep on splitting into different atoms. Okay? This creates a lot of energy. This energy is then, again used to move a turbine, which is again used to create electricity. Okay? Simple. Alright, now the greatest producers of nuclear power today is USA and Europe. Largest deposits of uranium in India है Rajasthan and Jharkhand में. Thorium is found in monazite and sands of Kerala. Although India में nuclear power plants आ गए हैं in Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu, Tarapur in Maharashtra, Rana Pratap Sagar near Kota, Narora in UP, Kaiga in Karnataka. This form of energy is still something that is a little controversial. क्यों है? कभी और बताएंगे. We'll talk about it. Yes, thank you. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. Thank you, Rani. Guys, even I've forgotten a little bit of my science, but thank you. Next form of power is geothermal power, right? Now, geothermal power is obtained from heat energy under the earth. So, under the earth, ऐसा तो है नहीं कि ice age हो रहा है under the earth. No, right? So under the surface of the earth, it's extremely hot, right? So what happens is sometimes there may be tiny bit of holes, like on the surface of the earth, and अंदर से heat energy आती है that kind of heats up a lot of rivers also. You must have heard of hot springs, naturally hot rivers, naturally hot beds. तो वो वाला जो heat है, that is used to again make electricity, which is used for cooking, heating and bathing. It is called geothermal energy, geothermal power. World's largest geothermal power plants are in US, New Zealand, Iceland, Philippines and Central America. India में भी है Manikarna in Himachal Pradesh and Pugo Valley in Ladakh. If you've been to these places, you must have seen, those hot streams where people take a bath. है ना? All right. What if wind is not blowing? How will it rotate? Anvesha, usually so guys, establishing all of these turbines for wind energy takes a lot of money. It is very expensive. So people would do that in areas where you have constant wind blowing. You will not have it here outside my house. You will not have it in Delhi where there is no wind. Alright, next is tidal energy. Now guys, very very important energy is tidal energy. It can be, तो क्या होता है, you have sea, तो when you have high tides, there are times when you have very high waves coming in, तो यहाँ पर turbine, so you have a structure like this, and यहाँ अंदर you have a turbine. So those high waves makes the turbine move. Turbine will move, mechanical energy is generated, that energy is then captured, converted into electricity. Interesting, no? Okay, the high tidal mills are found in Russia, France and Gulf of Kutch in India. Alright, now we come to the final non-conventional source of power, and that is biogas. Now guys, ये ऐसा non-exception है, non-conventional resource or a new source of power which does create a little bit of pollution, right? Now how is biogas made? So guys, all of the vegetable waste that your mother kind of removes in the kitchen, or your father, whoever is cooking, removes in the kitchen, your plant and animal waste, cow dung, usually biogas is used in rural areas. ठीक है, तो ध्यान से सुनो क्या होता है. All of this waste, organic waste that we say, kitchen waste, animal dung, ठीक है, उसको you keep it in this chamber without any oxygen. You do not allow any air to go in. So it's an anaerobic. Okay. Science term नहीं use करने वाली. So they put it in this chamber without any oxygen to go in. Now under that pressure, all of this organic waste is decomposed by some bacteria, right? And during that decomposition phase, कुछ gases emit होती है. There are some gases that get emitted that are called biogas, a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide. This gas is very 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 important and is used, as I told you, especially in rural areas for cooking and lighting. अब जो बचा हुआ material होता है ना, the one, the gas has been emitted, what happens to the remaining thing? It's very dirty smelling thing, but it is used as organic manure each year by farmers. ठीक है? Got it? All right. Now, guys, I hope you understood. अभी आज हमने क्या किया? We studied power resources. We looked at what are the conventional sources of power, non-conventional sources of power. Again, guys, understand the concept. No one will stop you from getting 100 on 100. Yes, but problem क्या है? Problem is that a lot of you might have doubts that are not being solved right now because I cannot teach also and clear your doubts also. Lot of you might want notes. है ना कि मैम नोट्स दे दो, नोट्स चाहिए तभी हम पढ़ पाएंगे, राइट? लॉट ऑफ यू माइट वांट गुड क्वालिटी टेस्ट्स एंड असाइनमेंट्स टू टेस्ट देयर नॉलेज, टू सी अगर हमें अच्छी तरह चैप्टर समझ भी आया है, नहीं आया है, व्हाट इज इट. सो यू वांट क्वालिटी टेस्ट्स एंड असाइनमेंट्स, राइट? एंड व्हाट इफ एग्जाम के टाइम आप ये चैप्टर भूल गए, यू माइट वांट टू डू दिस दिस चैप्टर अगेन विद मी. सो फॉर ऑल ऑफ दिस I would say that guys, you can join me on the Vedantu platform, जहाँ पर नए बैचेस शुरू होने वाले हैं. My new batches are going to start. For CBSE, it starts from 2nd August and 16th August. I teach social studies for all 3 classes, 6th standard, 7th standard and 8th standard on the Vedantu platform. So if you or any of your friends are from any of these classes, please बता देना guys, come to my batch, let's have some fun. है ना? Premium batches are also starting. These are batches where there are only 15 students in a class. ठीक है, only 15 students. In other batches there are only 50 students, right? So 15 students में CBSE 9th August से शुरू है and ICSE is also another that we are offering and that is 2nd August. Right? So as I told you, if you are someone who wants to be in my class, जहाँ पर high level quizzes होते हैं on all kinds of quizzes, you know, match the following, picture based questions, map based questions, revision, midterm से पहले revision, midterm के बाद revision, all of that is done on the Vedantu platform, and we have live classes. You can compete with students throughout the world because we have students coming around from all over the world taking our classes. तो जब आपका नाम ऊपर आता है, then you know that you're not just competing with students of your own class. Notes जो बच्चे बोल रहे हैं, तो guys all the notes are also easily downloadable. जो handwritten notes है वो भी आप download कर सकते हो क्लास के बाद, है ना? जो भी आपके doubts है during class and after class, they are the ones that are solved. Now guys, at Vedantu we offer both Hindi and English as a way of teaching. For example, I take English classes in the sense I will teach in English so that you understand. If you're someone who's more comfortable in Hindi, कि मैम हिंदी में समझाए, तो वो भी classes are available to you. So you can choose anything that you want, that you're comfortable with. We also provide quality test and assignments. Now guys, ये बहुत important होता है because it's not enough to come to a class, है ना? You need to make sure that the concepts are clear to you, right? So all the tests and assignments are also available to you. Apart from that, micro course, free, unlimited. Guys, ये word देखो, free or unlimited, two very famous words. So once you join the subscription program, you can enroll to any and all of the micro courses that are available without paying 1 rupee extra money. So what are micro courses? Two kinds of micro courses. One होता है कि we keep repeating the chapters. जैसे आज मेरा एक micro course है at Vedantu. अगले हफ्ते I have new micro courses of our constitution again. New chapters that I do. You can come back to the micro course, kind of revise the chapter with me. या फिर कुछ ऐसे micro courses है that are pro exclusive micro courses that are only available to students again who have joined our subscription program. तो नबमिता मैम, मोहन सर, कितेश सर, हरिप्रिया मैम, फातिमा मैम, सबने अपने micro courses निकाले हैं which you can enroll yourself into once again fully free of cost once you become a part of our Vedantu platform, है ना? Simple. Now, क्यों join करें मैम, क्या फायदा है? तो guys, we are offering you something called Vedantu Improvement Promise. What is the Vedantu Improvement Promise? The promise is that once you join Vedantu, you are going to see an improvement in your performance. Ma'am, what if I don't see improvement in my performance? Then what? Then we will dance for you. No, we will return all the money back to you. तो we understand जब आप पूरे साल का सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते हो, you are investing a lot of money and effort, है ना? You're coming to 75% of our classes, you're doing our tests and assignments. Once you have done all of that, you will see a marked improvement. If you do not see that improvement, again all the money will be returned back to you. तो ज्वाइन कर लो, देख लो कैसा लगता है. नहीं तो पैसे तो वापस मिल ही रहे, अगर वेस्ट ऑफ मनी है. Right? Now there is a link in the description and the pinned comment below. So guys, very important. Please use the coupon code SUGPRO to get a flat 19% off. ठीक है? Use the coupon code SUGPRO. कैसे करना है तो चलो दिखा देते हैं वो भी. So guys, this is just a second. This is one of my videos, Mineral and Power Resources Part 1. नहीं देखा तो please देख लो. नीचे जाओगे तो Ma'am, I missed the SST session. Okay, Shanvya. I've started reading your comments. Alright, so once you go down, then you will get this link. Vedantu Pro subscription link. Click the link below and avail a discount. आप इस link को please click कर लीजिए. Class 8 में you get all of these different courses. You can select the one that is good for you. So for example, Class 8 CBSE करते हैं because that's the one that I teach. यहाँ पर you will get Pro Lite, Pro Classic, Pro Premium. ठीक है? Pro Lite में you will get all of the features that I just told you. Online classes भी होते हैं, test and assignments भी होते हैं, doubt solving during class भी होती है, micro course भी मिलता है, and the entire year's price is actually 29,999. But if you apply my coupon code SUGPRO, Surabhi Gupta Pro, guys remember SUGPRO. Of course you can come to my batch then and I would love to see all of you. But apart from that, आपको एक बहुत ही मस्त सा डिस्काउंट भी मिल जाता है, तो कर लो. तो आप कहोगे कि मैम बहुत महंगा है, तो guys try it for 1 month, see how you like it, see if it matches the way you want to study, and if you like it, you can take it for the entire year. Even if you take it for 1 month, you will get free micro courses and other things also free, but you will know once you join what it is. बहुत सारे features है guys, just try it out for 1 month. ठीक है. Now if you're a student who wants their doubts to be solved even after class, कि मैम क्लास खत्म हो जाती है उसके आधे घंटे बाद मेरे दिमाग में डाउट आता है, तो you can join our Pro Classic जिसमें doubt is solved even after class हमारे ऐप के थ्रू. तो again it's a little more expensive than before, but try it for 1 month, see how you like it. If you want this feature, you can choose that. And finally हमारा Pro Premium batches हैं for students who are only 15 in number. Per class सिर्फ 15 students होते हैं. पर्सनल मेंटर भी आपको मिलता है, who will make पर्सनल टीचर is there for you, who will give full attention to you. Try it for 1 month again, guys. The reason I keep saying try it for 1 month like a parrot is because even I, as I told you, as a student, I came from a family which would not splurge a lot, but my parents always made sure that my education was top notch. ठीक है, चाहे कुछ हो जाए, चाहे they would make a lot. Anyways, so that is why I say try it for 1 month, see how you are liking it. Is it helping you? तभी आप पूरे साल के लिए लो, उससे पहले मत लो. ठीक है, 1 मंथ के लिए लेके ट्राई करो. Alright, I am not someone who will force you. If you are someone who's not able to afford it, it's okay. You can subscribe to our channel Young Wonders and जितना हम try कर, मतलब of course we can't do everything, but जितना we can, we will of course keep doing it on our channel. ठीक है, so I'm never the person who will force you, but these are the features that you will be getting extra on the platform. अब भैया platform कैसे दिखता है? तो guys आपके पास एक calendar वाला भी होता है where you will get all your classes. Right, all your classes are easily available. My sessions पे जाओगे तो सारे upcoming classes होते हैं. This is of course mine, so it's prepare, but for you it will be go to class. Right, you go to your past sessions and you will get, for example, let's say 6th standard का chapter खोलते हैं from hunting to gathering food. This is the replay, guys, which you can watch during class. So let's say you are watching you're watching the replay. This is me. Let's go a little forward. We are
fastest fingers list is here.
All right, let me reduce the volume of my voice. So as you can see, we have a quiz, and after every quiz you get all of your points. And guys, best thing, when you are doing the replay, है ना, ये replay हो गया. When you are doing the replay, you can actually do the quizzes along with the replay. तो आपका नाम leaderboard replay में भी आ सकता है. तो boring YouTube जैसा नहीं होता, जिसमें menti में you cannot do the menti again ना, you have to be in live class. So again you can do your quiz time as while you're doing your replay. नीचे जाओगे तो आपको दिख जाएगा 154 doubts were asked, 154 doubts were solved. All the statistics are also available to you. है ना मस्त. Alright, so guys, I've already told you how to join, so quickly join. I take 6th standard, 7th standard and 8th standard. Just remember guys to use this coupon code so that everyone knows at Vedantu that it's me whose batch you want to be in. तो SUG Pro आप coupon code use कर लेना, आ जाना, अच्छा खासा आपको discount मिल जाएगा. And that's it. Yeah, so guys, again, if you like all of those features, do come and meet me in my class. अब मेंटी पे जाते हैं. मेंटी कोड है 91691052. Alright, 91691052. What is tide? Avinash, बच्चा, tide is something to washing powder. No, it's not a washing. So this tide is the rhythmic rise and fall of water because of the sun and moon is called tide. Something you must have done in 6th or 7th, na? Gravitational pull of the sun and moon creates tides. Yes? So okay, नहीं समझ आया तो कभी tides we'll do separately. 6th को कौन सा सब्जेक्ट पढ़ा रहे हो? Rathod, I'm teaching history, civics and geography to 6th standard also. Ma'am, can I make my own notes in Vedantu subscription? Yes, Rani Tripathi, you can. Then all of you can make your own notes if you want to. What is written on the blackboard? Maybe I'll put it on my Instagram today, so watch out for my story. Right. Ma'am, if I use free learning app, will you call us to tell us about subscription? What is Nitin? I didn't understand. Ma'am, please explain. Geothermal. Guys, geo is earth. The heat, thermal is like, so the heat under the surface of the earth, us heat ko, they convert that heat into electrical. So that heat से steam होगा, that steam creates and pushes the turbine, and then we get your energy, your electricity. Okay. I know, बहुत बहुत पढ़ लिया आज, बहुत पढ़ लिए. Got it. All right. Let me be Chutanku. Where am I? Where is my quiz? Okay, so all of you are here. Go to www.menti.com. First live session. Me too. Welcome to the class. And you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Have everyone given me a thumbs up? नहीं तो मैं आगे नहीं बढ़ूंगी. Even I want to push. है ना? Imagine that your thumbs up is my source of power. So I want that. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, guys. Please do subscribe to the channel if you want to get all the notifications of all the classes that we're going to have. अब क्योंकि exams आने वाले हैं, we are soon going to take out amazing videos that will help in your exam preparation. And of course, 6th, 7th, 8th का सारा syllabus यहाँ होता है, plus special content that we're going to. And अभी नई series आ भी गए. I think Sundar sir has also taken out this amazing series, right? I hope all of you are watching it. Right. आ जाओ जल्दी आ जाओ. Please start Menti. Hriday, I'm waiting for everyone. Only 95 students here, but 130 people watching. What is this? Come on. Alright guys, so let us quickly start. I just realized 250 हो गया आज तो, पता नहीं बहुत ही लंबा हो गया ये वाला chapter. So let's quickly start. Monica, 7th class 1 year subscription. Guys, I hope you are using my coupon code also. हाँ तभी तो you will come in my class, नहीं तो how will I know? Nitin, I'm not sure. You can download and check it out. है ना? I think you have to pay, but I'm not sure. Alright, question 1 in front of you is, yes Rani, petroleum is referred to as black gold because it's black in color, it's yellow in color, it is very valuable, or it is used in making jewelry. Why? What is the reason it is called black gold? Guys, I know a lot of you are going to give me an answer, which is my fault only, but okay. Come on. Quickly. जो आपका अगला क्लास है 3 o'clock, whoever the teacher is, they're going to call me and be like, Surabhi Ma'am, class जल्दी खत्म करो. Yes, guys. I did say that it is black gold, not yellow gold because it's black, but it is called black gold because it is valuable to us. That is the main reason. ठीक है, लेकिन आप लिख सकते हो कि हाँ black भी है. You won't, like, no one will cut points for that. We have Khushbu, who's already a winner, self-proclaimed winner. Then we have Archana, Ranjani, Elmo, Roo, Shibhansh, Harshit, Ananya, Anani, Barefoot, and Cake. Guys, at least put your real names. है ना? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपके सामने ये रहा स्क्रीन पर. ऑलराइट, वेयर डू वी फाइंड नेचुरल गैस रिसोर्सेज इन इंडिया? उत्तर प्रदेश, बिहार, मुंबई हाई और जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. नेचुरल गैस रिसोर्सेज कहां पर हैं? एरियाज where you get petroleum, those areas normally, usually you will also get natural gas. Not always, but usually. तो सोच लो क्या आंसर है. ऑफशोर. Come on guys, I don't know if I can. Alright, the answer, as the majority of you have said right, is Mumbai high. ठीक है, coastal area है. That is one way to learn it. Most petroleum areas, actually not true, but हाँ चलो, India में Mumbai high is the answer. Right, we have Khushbu again, who is the fastest and on top. Then we have Archana, Anani, Diya, Aku, Ishan, Anurag, Varshini, Srishti, and Priyan on top of the leaderboard. Adhish, why you sad? Why you sad, huh? What happened? Question 3 in front of you is which of the following are non-conventional resources? Wind energy, solar energy, tidal energy, all of these non-conventional, relatively new sources of power which are usually renewable. You got wrong answer, it's okay. Getting wrong answer is a part of life. Sometimes, guys, sometimes even I might say something wrong, or sometimes when I teach, I later on realize that I said the wrong thing. So I come back and tell my students. So it's okay. Getting wrong answer means that you know you're wrong and you know what's the right answer. Yes, all of these are non-conventional sources of power. Alright, good. Sivarani, no, it's D. Hi, Sejal. Right, let's look at the leaderboard, and we have the fastest as Anvesha, but Khushbu, Anani, Archana, Diya, Aku, Ishan, Anurag, Arav and Varshini on top of the leaderboard. Alright, next question. आपके सामने ये रहा. Ha ha ha. Energy obtained from the earth is known as nuclear energy, biogas, geothermal energy or thermal energy. The energy obtained from the heat under the earth, that heat is used to make this energy. What is it called? Gravity. भैया कौन सी energy? मतलब why gravity? Come on, quickly. Time is up. Acha, I've given this answer, did I? Geothermal energy is correct. 70 people are regularly giving me correct answers. Guys, who are these 70 students? Obviously, those students who are listening to me. Right, let's look at the leaderboard. We have Khushbu again, who's the fastest. Then we have Anani, Diya, Aku, Archana, Srishti, Arav, Varshini, Sanskriti and Daksh, Purohit on top of the leaderboard. So, a final question karte hai, then I will give you the homework question of the day. है ना? चलो शुरू करें. The thermal power is electricity generated from coal, Tidal power, firewood or iron. How is thermal power? What? It's like if I start explaining the question, I kind of give you the answer, so I will not explain. But I when I was teaching, I told you, chalo saath mein let's learn it. So if you learned it with me, you will know. Okay, you were already giving me the answer in the chat box. Time. Ma'am. Yes, Sagar. Bachcha, bolo. We have coal as the answer, guys. Thermal power is electricity generated from coal. Yeah? Alright, let us look at the final leaderboard of the day and who is the fastest and who is the winner. Right. We have Khushbu, who is the fastest and the winner again of another leaderboard. Great, Khushbu, guys. Please do congratulate her. Do not be jealous. Okay, अभी भी मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ यहाँ पर. Okay, so guys, good job all of you. Homework question आपके सामने fill in the blanks है इस बार. So do let me know which is the largest producer of bauxite in the world, most abundantly available fossil fuel, petroleum कहाँ से drill किया जाता है, and what are the two examples of radioactive metals. Now homework question में top 5 students who write the answer in the comment section will of course be there in my homework superstars and random 5 students that I'm going to choose. Now guys remember, और मैंने एक extra effort question भी पूछा है in between the video, but you will have to watch the entire video to know what it is. Anyways, so guys remember, सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल, ठीक है, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब कर लो, हमें भी थोड़ा मोटिवेशन दे दो, नहीं तो फिर क्या होगा पता नहीं. एंड गिव मी अ थम्स अप टू सो दैट इवन आई नो आई फील मोटिवेटेड. यू गाइस आर माय पावर, only then will I get power to teach more. And share this video if you liked it. Yes, thank